Everyone, and welcome to today's MNA orientation webinar. My name is Sarah Pinder. I'm the Engagement Director with MNA. Thank you so much for joining us today. As you saw while we were preparing for the webinar, there was some information scrolling across your screen. One of those was of upcoming events. Just want to let you all know that we're going to have a great one-day professional development event called our Talent Strategy Summit in Detroit area on September 12th, and there's more information you can find on our website about that. It's going to be really awesome, and tomorrow we're sending out the announcement of who our keynote speaker will be. So make sure to check your inbox for that, and if you're not seeing our emails already, we'll tell you today how to get signed up for those lists, but wanted to point out that great upcoming event. So the purpose of today's webinar is to give you a little bit better sense of your M&A benefits that are available to you. We will go quickly through the information today, so if you don't get everything down, don't worry about it. The goal is really just to give you some sense of what's available to you and how you access it, so that in future months, when you are working on a project and think we may have something helpful for you, hopefully some of that triggers the information that you're going to hear today that you can recall. And as always, we're here to help, so we can be reached for additional support and how to use and access your benefits. Please feel free at any point today to use the question or chat function on the webinar program to ask questions. We'll answer some throughout, and then for longer questions, we may wait till the end there. And let's go ahead and get started. So Michigan Nonprofit Association was incorporated in 1990. We serve more than 1,000 member organizations statewide, and we do that through capacity building, civic engagement, and public policy, all three topic areas you will learn more about today. As I mentioned, my name is Sarah. That's my picture in the middle there. I'm one member of our stakeholder engagement team. That's a really fancy way to say membership, and that we're here to help you. On the left is my colleague Bill Gesseman. He's our strategic growth officer. And on the right is Mario Gonzalez, who is here with us today on the webinar and will be presenting some of the information, so you'll hear from both myself and Mario throughout the webinar today. As I mentioned, public policy and advocacy is one of the ways that MNA serves the nonprofit sector. We do that by focusing on issues that affect the whole sector, things like tax policy, budget and spending, and public and private collaborations. My colleague Joan leads that work for MNA. She's our External Affairs Officer, and she's always happy to speak with folks who are interested in learning more about public policy and advocacy, maybe a specific issue that you have come up that you'd like some consultation on. Joan is the person to contact. Her contact information is there. I will show you where to find all this information on the website as well. So now we're going to go ahead and flip over to the MNA website, which is where we will show you how to access all of the MNA benefits. I hope that the website is familiar to you, at least a little bit, that you've been on here before. So as you can see right now, we've got the website posted online there. I'm going to go ahead. The first thing that I would always recommend that you do is to log into the website. This will help you have access to all of your member benefits without being blocked by the member login page. So if you do that right when you get to the website, it will help your experience be better. So if you're a new member, you should have received a password, a username and password when you signed up. That goes to your primary and secondary account holder, and you should have received it via email. If you haven't, or if you need help remembering that, you can use the forgot username and forgot password links below the login button on this screen. Also below that, we've recorded some really brief online videos that can help you troubleshoot common issues. And again, we're always here. Feel free to reach out if you have additional questions or challenges after that. So once you log in, you'll be taken to a member dashboard. This dashboard gives you a lot of quick links to important information, and your member benefits you can see are all listed down here in the middle. Over here on the left, there's a couple links I want to point out to you. Your membership details page is where you can update things according to your account, like your organization name and address. You can also, if you're an administrator on the account, you can update your contacts. So your M&A membership applies to anyone within your organization. So that can be staff, board of directors, even key volunteers. Organizations can choose how they'd like to handle their membership. If you'd like to have one username and password and share that among staff, you can do it that way. Or you can set up various users in the back end of the website and give people their individual login. So as you can see below, that's kind of what's happening on our account. Is we've got several different contacts that have login information for the account. So make sure to visit your membership details page and make sure everything is correct there. Underneath that is the M&A member discount code. If you're registering for any M&A event or happening, you'll likely have to come here to get your discount code. That's how you'll receive a lower fee for the event. So that's a really easy thing to find. And also this edit login profile link on the left, that is where you can update your username and password. I would suggest making your password something that's easy to remember so that when you want to log into our site, it's real simple for you. So that's a little bit about the membership dashboard. Today we're going to spend most of our time under membership and nonprofit resources. That is where all of the M&A member benefits are listed. But before I go there, I'm going to start actually way over here on the right side under who we are and show you a few key elements to the website. So under who we are, we do have a staff page. I would encourage you when you're reaching out to M&A to reach out to staff members directly. If they're not the person who can assist you, they can certainly point you in the right direction. So it's often a better avenue there is to find someone directly and reach out via email or phone is all posted there on the staff page. Below that is our Get Connected page. Get Connected is a great portal for you to learn more about M&A and make sure you're connecting with us. If you prefer to get your information via social media, we are on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, so I'd encourage you to follow us on any one of those platforms. And right below that is our sign up for e-newsletters. So as you can see, we have a few different e-newsletters. Our My Nonprofit News is our most general e-newsletter. Comes out every other Friday morning, has all of the events and happenings listed in it, as well as any other pertinent information. As I mentioned, if you're not receiving our emails and you want to know more about this great event coming up in September, our Talent Strategy Summit, make sure you're signed up for the My Nonprofit News, and we will make sure that you're on that list and get that information. Right below that is our public policy action alerts. These are not on a regular schedule. They strictly come out when we need folks to take action on public policy efforts. So please, if you're interested in learning more about public policy in the nonprofit sector, definitely make sure to sign up for the action alerts. Below that is where you would sign up for our Job Center email. We're going to tell you more about the Job Center a little bit later in the webinar, but this is where you would sign up for the email, as well as Michigan Campus Compact. I'll mention that briefly in our work with that program to round out Michigan Nonprofit Association's civic engagement work. So that's where you would sign up for e-newsletters. Please note that when you sign up for them, it overrides previous preferences. So if you've been signed up for the My Nonprofit News but you also want to sign up for the Public Policy Action Alert. When you go to the registration page, just make sure to choose both e-newsletters so that you don't get put on one new list and bumped off the other new list. But that is where you can get all that information. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to my colleague Mario, who's going to tell us a little bit about our MNA tech services.
Thanks, Sarah. One of the ways MNA serves nonprofit sector is through our technology services. Excuse me. The team at MNA Tech is very knowledgeable and personable. If you're the accidental techie at your office and you maybe don't want to continue to be that sole resource, or there's a need for something tech-related, please consider reaching out to MNA Tech. They assist with things like technology planning, managing servers, and various other tech-related items. The team is extremely helpful and can even be reached via direct hotline for any kind of problems that spring up around the office. More details can be found under that Technology Services tab on our website. Now back to Sarah to review our civic engagement.
Thanks, Maria. As I mentioned, MNA does serve the sector through civic engagement. One of our big initiatives this year and for the next few years is going to be Census 2020. We feel it's very important for Michigan to get a full and complete count on the census in 2020. This affects both our representation in the government as well as financial resources that come into the state. So if you visit the Census 2020 page, you're going to find a few different things. We actually do have a full website dedicated just to the census. BeCountedMI2020.com, where you'll see a lot of our events and initiatives. But big campaign, big important push in the civic engagement realm for Michigan Nonprofit Association. So you'll be hearing a lot from us in the next few years about Census 2020. Nonprofits in particular are positioned very well to help get a full and complete count because they often interact naturally with somewhat hard to count populations. So that's why MNA is involved and why we feel it's so important for nonprofits to be involved as well. We also host a program called Michigan Campus Compact. As you can see, their website pops up there. Campus Compact is a program that works with universities and colleges throughout the state of Michigan and helps them incorporate service learning work into their curriculum. Another way that we do civic engagement work is through our national service programs. We do have a national service cohort of VISTAs, and those are Volunteers in Service to America. They work for a year in various nonprofits throughout the state of Michigan in connection with the AmeriCorps national program, but they're housed here in Michigan at various nonprofits through MNA's national service program. So just a few ways that we serve this sector through civic engagement. So I'm going to go one tab over from that as well. So the next tab that we're going to look at is research and publications. MNA has some great research and publications that can help make your work easier. The first one here is our Michigan Nonprofit Management Manual. This is my favorite resource to talk about that MNA has. It's just a very practical tool. It is a manual, as it sounds like. It's about 600 pages long. Certainly not something that you take home and read from cover to cover, but it has a really great table of contents and index that can help you find answers to common nonprofit questions. Things like fund development, accounting, human resources, board governance, etc. If you're a new nonprofit manager, or even if you've been doing it for a while, I highly encourage you to check out this resource. It can be purchased right here on the website, and you can see as a member you receive a discount of $20. So the member price is $75 and non-member price is $95. But definitely check out the management manual. I use it all the time. In fact, when people call me with a question, it's the first thing that I pull off my shelf to look for the answer in. Right below that is our Michigan Nonprofit Compensation and Benefits Report. This current edition is 2017-2018. What this is we ask nonprofits every 2 years to participate in a survey where they tell us everything about how they compensate their employees. And what that allows us to do is then turn around and produce this report that this latest edition ended up with 74 different common positions in nonprofits. What the information that's provided to you comes out and is broken down by position, type of organization, budget size of organization, and even geographic region. So what that allows you to do, if you're looking to hire someone, you can see what your peers in the sector are offering that position and really have a great tool to help you be competitive when you put that job posting up there. As always, we report that this report shows what is and maybe not what should be. So I'm sure there's some positions that we all think should be paid more, but it's a really great tool to have in your back pocket, and it is available for purchase on the website as well. As a member, you receive an $80 discount. For non-members, it's $180. So check out the Compensation and Benefits Report. Some people also use that when they have to do their 990 form, or their auditors do, to provide justification for the executive director's salary. That can be a great tool for that. So below that are some other publications. The Introduction to Working in Michigan's Nonprofit Sector is a great quick read and inexpensive product if you maybe are looking to transition into the sector and want to learn a little bit more about it. We also have some free publications further below. The Nonprofit Leadership Guide is leadership programs in the Southeast Michigan area. And if I keep going down here, we'll also talk about Links magazine today. Here's where you would find the archive of links. And those are available to you as a member, so you can go back and look at previous issues. And below that, our Principles and Practices guide. This is something that is being redeveloped right now as we speak. So we'll have a new version out, but this version is available for you to download, and it's quite practical. Again, a really great tool for someone to use if you're just starting out or beginning your nonprofit. Below that, our Michigan Advocacy Primmer. This is also a great tool. Again, it's kind of written as a nonprofit advocacy 101 guide and has lots of great information on what nonprofits are allowed to do and where some of the restrictions are. So definitely check out those things. Again, all under research and publications. The other ones under there are more in-depth, and I can certainly tell you more about them offline if you're interested. Our Diversity, Inclusion, and Equity Assessment just launched about a year ago, and that can help your organization determine where your constituents think you are in the areas of diversity, inclusion, and equity, and help create a plan for moving your organization forward. Beneath that is our Economic Benefits of Michigan's Nonprofit Sector. That is a really, really cool report and actually has some online tables that you can make automatically for like all the way down to your county. But basically gives us stats, for instance, that there are over 42,000 nonprofits in the state, as well as that Michigan's nonprofit sector is about 11% of the workforce. So really cool things to use that might be very beneficial, say if you met with a local elected official, something like that. So check out the research and publications. All right, moving on. Public policy and advocacy is, again, another way that we serve the nonprofit sector. There's lots of information available online about what our work in this area. I do want to point out a couple quick things. Michigan Nonprofit Caucus is a group. It's bipartisan and bicameral, meaning both Republicans and Democrats from both the House and the Senate at the state level who are working on behalf of the nonprofit sector and working on issues that affect us. So you can see the members of that caucus there. If you scroll further down on that page, we also list our 2017-18 legislative agenda, which again gives you some ideas of the issues that we are focused on for this fiscal year. And underneath that is the Southeast Michigan Public Policy Council. As a member, especially if you're in the Southeast Michigan area, you're able to attend the Public Policy Council as part of your member benefits. They focus on policy issues that are specific to that region of the state. So it may be something you want to look into if you're interested in learning more. All right, so I'm going to turn it back over to Mario, who's going to tell you a little bit more about M&A's Job Center.
Thanks, Sarah. Under the Membership tab, you can find our Nonprofit Job Center. This is one of our most well-used resources. There are a few different ways you can interact with the Job Center. One is, if you're ever curious about what jobs are available in the Michigan nonprofit sector, you can view those openings by clicking on Current Job Postings. You can then sort these options by a category and narrow it down to your desired search parameters. Another way you can interact with the site is by getting signed up for the weekly email blast that goes out every Friday morning with the most current postings submitted to the Job Center. It's a great resource to stay up to date on positions available if you're a job seeker. You can sign up for that correspondence under the e-newsletter button on the Get Connected page from the Who We Are drop-down menu. It is also great for a nonprofit leader who's looking to hire someone in the state of Michigan. Just click on the submission form and complete the job posting. Now, please be mindful that the website is most compatible with Google Chrome and might time out after 20 minutes of inactivity. Our email blast reaches over 6,000 subscribers each week, and our Job Center gets more than 18,000 page views a month. The rates are only $75 for a single 30-day posting for an M&A member and $165 for non-members with the logo included. We strongly encourage you to consider posting any job openings with our Job Center. I will now hand it back off to Sarah once again to talk more about our wonderful M&A benefits.
Great, thank you. So as I mentioned, we're going to go to the Membership and Nonprofit Resources tab. This is where you can find a listing of all your M&A benefits. As you can see, we start at the top with a featured benefit, and right now it's the Compensation and Benefits Survey. Underneath that is benefits in the Fundraising and Finance Support category. I'm going to click on this first one here, which is Access to GrantStation. I want to make sure to show you how to use this. It is one of your biggest M&A member benefits, so if you're not familiar with it, I would encourage you to be. So GrantStation is an online grants database, and it can help you find new grant opportunities. You have free access to this database through your M&A membership, so make sure you come through the M&A website in order to get access to GrantStation. As you can see, I just clicked through from the benefits chart, and now I'm here. When you're on GrantStation's website, you'll see Welcome Michigan Nonprofit Association at the top. That is how you will know you're in the right place and that you have free access to their tools. I'm going to show you really quickly one of their databases that you can search. Right here under Find Grant Makers, I'm going to use the U.S. Charitable Database. So what this allows you to do is use a bunch of search parameters, which you're going to see on the right here, to narrow down grant opportunities. I'm going to click through this in real time so you can see it. Just know that the site updates as I'm clicking, so it might look a little funky as it's updating on your screen. But I'm going to go ahead and choose that I want to look for grant makers in Michigan. I'm going to look areas of interest. I'm going to choose arts, culture, and humanities. And then I'm going to scroll down a little bit further and maybe do types of support. I just want to look for general operating support. Again, I'm not using all of the criteria today, but I am able to narrow it down a little bit there. So as you can see up here, that's my search criteria. I've come up with 172 results. That's a lot. So you could play around with the search functions or watch the help videos that they have on this website to learn how to narrow down your search if you don't want to look through all those results. But when you do get your results, what you can do is click on the name of the foundation, and what you receive is lots of information about that foundation. So you can see where they fund over here in geographic scope, a little bit of general information here on the left about their organization, contact information, primary contact. Down below they even tell you how much they give annually, et cetera, et cetera. So hugely beneficial research tool that you can use here with GrantStation, and I encourage you to check it out if you're looking for new funding opportunities in the form of grants. Also check out what they have on other menus on their website. GrantStation does a great job of providing educational materials and can really help if you've never written a grant before, or maybe you just want some new ideas. They have great resources on their website. So I'm going back to our website now under Nonprofit Resources, and I'm going to mention that we also partner with the Foundation Directory. This is another online grants database, and if that's something you use or are interested in your organization, you can receive a 15% discount through your M&A member benefits. Below that is a link to a video series called Financed Unlocked for Nonprofits, or FUN. This is we're able to use this through a partnership with another state association out in Washington State. It's a series of 6 short videos about nonprofit finance. They're actually pretty entertaining because they're done with a CPA and an improv actor, and just go through the basics of nonprofit finance. I think it's a really good tool if you're looking to onboard new board members who are maybe not familiar with nonprofits, or even new staff members. But check out the fun videos for a little bit more information. If credit card processing is a need that you have, check out Card Connect. They're able to offer discounts to our members on your credit card processing fees. Below that, the next section of the chart is free and discounted education. Over on the left here, if you click discounted or free events, you will go to the M&A events calendar. You can also reach this events calendar by going through the front page of the website, and you'll see all the events that we have coming up. If you see this little orange person icon, that is indicating that there is a member rate. So there's savings for you as a member on those events. Right next to that, our recorded webinar archive. We often post webinars that we've hosted. Some are posted for a fee, but most are posted for free. We will put a posting of this orientation webinar up there as well, so that you can access it if you need a refresher. But check out that and where you might be able to learn more through some recorded webinars. I already mentioned the Diversity, Inclusion, and Equity Assessment. You can access it through here. And below that, we work with a group called MindEdge. They offer online training, and they have everything from a whole certificate to individual courses and things like fundraising, budgeting, how to read a financial statement, etc. This is a really easy way to extend the benefits to your staff. They're easy and affordable. They can do them right from their desktop. So if you're interested in the MindEdge courses, take a look there. They're all very affordable, and as a member, you receive a 10% discount. I do see that I'm getting close to my time frame here. My apologies, I'm a little long-winded today, it seems. I'll probably be about another 5 to 7 minutes. If you can stick with us, that would be great. If not, like I said, we will be posting the recording online so you can watch the end of the webinar there as well. Next to MindEdge, we also have a document library. This includes documents in regards to communications, volunteer management, financial management, etc. So that's available to you as a member as well. We also work with All Campus. This provides discounts to higher education institutes another great benefit to share with your staff members. Below that, we've partnered with independent sector in helping to promote their Principles for Good Governance and Ethical Practices document. This is, again, a great resource and kind of reference tool for your organization for all those things that your nonprofit should be following. You can download this online. I believe you have to put in your name and email address, but it is a free download. I've already talked about the management manual and links, so I'm going to continue further down on the benefits chart. As you can see, we partner with some of the largest educational institutes within the state. University of Michigan Dearborn offers a 20% discount on tuition for members of Michigan Nonprofit Association. Oakland University provides a 25% discount on their nonprofit management certificate. That's a great opportunity. And we also partner with Michigan State University's College of Business, specifically on their EMBA program. We offer 2 scholarships annually for the EMBA program and other professional development opportunities throughout the year with Michigan State. So if you're interested in expanding your knowledge in anything related to nonprofits, please check out those benefits. Below that is a new benefit with New Horizons Computer Learning Centers. MNA members can receive 10 to 20% off and get some really great computer skills training there through New Horizons. Below that is our benefits in the area of HR. Nonstop Wellness is a new benefit that we are working with. This is specifically for our members who are a little bit larger and have more than 50 employees on a healthcare plan. This allows or offers a new way to self-fund employee healthcare. There is a webinar later this week, and so you can find that on the events calendar if you're interested in learning more about Nonstop Wellness. We already talked about the Job Center and Compensation and Benefits Report, so I'm going to scroll down here to Constellation Hr. This is a performance and compensation management program, something that would really help you streamline your HR department if you have a lot of employees and you're managing goals and reviews and increases, merit increases, and things like that for a large staff. Constellation Hr could be a very helpful tool for you. Next to that is Verified Volunteers. They offer discounted background check services. The unique thing about Verified Volunteers is that they allow volunteers to take control of their background check in the sense that they can share it among different organizations in a community. So if you have a volunteer who works in the local school district, but also with the Girl Scouts, they may be able to share that background check, ultimately saving everyone time and money. So if you're looking for a new solution for your background check system, definitely check out Verified Volunteers. We also work with a local agency, Lyman & Sheets, to offer director and officer liability insurance quotes. Scrolling down from there, we already did mention M&A Tech Services. N10 is another partner with us that provides great tech benefits and great resources for the accidental techie. You can receive a free membership for a year with N10, and that membership would provide you with money off of their conference registration, educational webinars, and discounts on nonprofit tech job postings. So below that is some prompts on how you can make connections with fellow nonprofits in the state. Our business marketplace is a searchable directory of all of our business members. You can see you can search by category or region there if you are looking for someone to provide added support in a certain area. Definitely check out the business marketplace. Those are business members that pay to be a part of MNA and who have a focus on helping nonprofits in all of the services that they may need. Also, in that area, making connections, you have access to the nonprofit member directory. This is only open to other MNA members. I would encourage you to look up your organization and see if the correct things are showing on your record, and if not, you can edit a lot of that in the back end on that dashboard that I showed you at the beginning. But you could use that to connect with other nonprofits that are similar to you, or maybe in a different region of the state, and look for partnership opportunities. We also offer nonprofit RFP distribution if you are looking for a specific service. This is a free service to you. You can submit the RFP directly to MNA, and we will do the legwork for you, meaning we will take your RFP and send it to anyone in our business member directory that fits your parameters of the service that you're looking for, as well as the geographic region. It just makes that task a little bit easier for you in employing MNA to help with that. We have a whole list of trusted partners and resources, lots of national organizations that provide more information, so feel free to download that list and keep it as a great reference tool. Over here on the right, we also do have advertising and sponsorship opportunities, so if you're looking to reach other nonprofits, you can definitely check out the opportunities that are there. That is everything we have on our member benefits page. I want to show you one last page very quickly. Under membership, if you scroll down and go to capacity building centers, this is a network that MNA helps to manage throughout the state. These are nonprofits that serve nonprofits like you and help them build their capacity in various areas. We have about 11 members in this network. They do cover the whole state, all the way from the UP down to Detroit to the Thumb area. So if you're not familiar with the Capacity Building Center in your local region, definitely check out this page and see what organization it is. Again, they're great partners. If you're looking for someone to host a board training or compile your next strategic plan, I definitely encourage you to check out the Capacity Building Center in your region. Again, thank you so much for sticking with us today, for joining the webinar. I hope you have a better sense of what's available to you through your MNA benefits and how to access them. Again, keep in mind that we're always here to help you learn more or access your benefits, so please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you so much again. We're glad that you're on board as MNA members, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.